another edition with Dr. Steph. Oops, don't mind my pimples. Like people will say it's puberty. Oh, I'm not in the puberty stage. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for following, for sharing, for retweeting, reposting. Thank you so very much. I really can't appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for getting me up to 40 amazing members, 40 amazing subscribers on YouTube. I am so and superly delighted and overly excited. Thank you so very much, and I decree that God will keep blessing you and keep using these words to transform lives. Today, I want to talk about the matter because now the matter where we're supposed to trash. Today, we're going to be talking about how to cope in a distant relationship. Ooh, distant relationship. Yes, you heard what I mean. How to cope in a distant relationship. Ladies, guys, do you think you're tired of being in that relationship because it's distant? You're not motivated, I understand. But guess what, baby girl? Guess what, baby boy? Send this message, send these words of mine to your spouses, and let's see how you enjoy your distance relationship. People say, I don't like distance relationship. It's not good. I don't like it. Hello, hello. My dear, I will tell you reasons why, or show you reasons why you need to cope in a distant relationship, or tell you how to cope in a distant relationship. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and also follow up with all my videos. Turn off your notification button to get more messages from Dr. Steph. So let's go to the matter. Tip number 1: be friends with your spouse, or be friends with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Sis, distant relationship ain't a joke. I mean, it's not a joke. So you need to be friends with your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You guys need to be friends. Tip number 2: constant communication. Constant communication. Constant communication. Says, except you don't like that boo, or bro, except you don't like that girl. Constant communication keeps the relationship in a distance, keeps the distance relationship alive. Okay, today this is what I'm wearing. I'm looking all sassy and sexy. Thank you so much. Kudos to my wardrobe. Like I was saying, constant communication mean a lot in a distant relationship. You can't afford to jeopardize with it. You can't afford to play chess. You can't afford to gamble with constant communication. Constant communication via videos, constant communication via calls, constant communication via text messaging, chats. Constant communication helps the distant relationship stay afloat. So if you don't have constant communication, just be rest assured that every time you will keep having issues. Every time you might eventually lose that girl or that dude in your life. So you need to keep communicating. Tip number 3: share your day-to-day activities. Words, Abby, I know. So each time you come back every day, share your day-to-day activities with your boo or your bae in that distant relationship. The reasons being because you need to keep communicating, and also you need to keep the relationship. It has to be a transactional relationship, like a give and take. You tell him, oh, my day went sour. He tells you, ah, my day went good, and then he asks questions, and so on and so forth. Tip number 4: get busy. I mean, find work to do. Find something to take your attention off the fact that you both are distant from each other. Better yourself. People still think, oh, I'm in a distant relationship. Oh, because I'm in a distant relationship, I have to fold my hands. The guy needs to provide my needs. He has to call me. It's hard work, sis. It's not easy. It's not beans. It's hard work. And why I'm saying this is because you need to get busy. Once you are working, it delays you. It takes off time. Drags a lot of things and attention from you. Like it basically takes off time. It takes a lot of bodies or worries off your shoulders, a lot of insecurities off your shoulders. If you're not working and you sit down one place and fold your arms, definitely you'll be thinking so many things. Tip number 5: be there for your spouse when they need you the most. Be there for your boo, be there for your bae when they need you the most. Each time they tell you, baby, I'm sad, you need to ask questions. Don't leave them with, oh, you'll be fine. No, ask them what could be the problem. Ask them what is the issue. Ask them how can we solve this. Provide solutions. Be there for them emotionally, mentally. Be there for them all round. Don't just leave them and be like, okay, baby, you'll be fine. Ask them what could be the problem. I usually tell people, when you think you know a lady's problem, she opens another chapter. When you think you're mastering this chapter, she opens another chapter. And it goes toss for guys. When you feel you're understanding this part of them, and then all of a sudden, they start acting like a baby. And all of a sudden, they start acting overly mature. And all of a sudden, you get, they start, behaving anyhow. So that's it. You need to always be there for them. Tip number 6: don't ignore their problems. Why I say this, don't ignore their problems. I just mentioned it in tip number 5. If they tell you something about their issues, don't ignore them. Like, learn to always provide solutions, even if the solution is not within your reach. Provide them with something close to the solution they deserve. That's why I'm saying, don't ignore their problem. If they tell you, baby, I have stomach ache, tell him or her, have you taken drugs? Provide solution. Don't dump them like that. That's why you're in a relation. It takes two to tango. Tip number 7: be loyal and faithful to them. Please. I know people say loyal guys still exist. Loyal, faithful woman still exists. The truth is, all men are tempted, all women are tempted, but not all men fall, and not all women fall. The truth is, even if they are in a relationship with you, there is a tendency that they get flashlight. I mean, green light. You know what I mean, rather. They get green light from other girls. They get green light from other men. But it takes discipline and that continuous effort for the fact that they want to remain loyal and faithful to you. That's the reason why they stick tight to you. That's tip number 7. Tip number 8: be truthful. Be honest about anything and everything. Ladies, guys, I don't really cherish the attitude of you being dishonest or lie to your spouses or to your. I like using spouses because it takes two to tango. I really don't see any reason why you should lie to them. If something goes wrong and they know it's wrong, even if they start assuming things and you know it's true, you tell them it's true, but I can explain when we see. Period. Okay? I'm very sorry. I play a lot. You guys should get used to me by now. So never lie, no matter how little. Baby, did you cheat on me? Yes, I did cheat on you. I know it's really difficult to admit it because you're going to hurt the next person's feelings. But sometimes being truthful can save a lot of things. Be honest about everything and anything. Tip number 9: don't keep secrets. Please, I beg you. There are people tell me there are some secrets they take to the grave. I understand. But if this secret will hurt the other person, it's best you let them know and let you both dig it together and come out successfully. Let me tell you the truth, there is no relationship that is sweet. Every relationship that I say, they are looking all green and white, looking all green, and it's worth emulating. There was hard work. There was a swamp of despondence. There was a period where they were so sad. There were periods where when they quarreled. There were periods when they had misunderstanding. There were periods when they could not take. There were periods when they felt like giving up. But they won't tell you this. And I stand to tell you today, there is no relationship without its own baggage. Hello? Did somebody hear me? There is no relationship with its own baggage. Don't let people deceive you that relationship you go rosy, a bucket full of roses, ringa. It's not true. Every relationship comes with its own baggage. Your relationship might come with the fact that your guy doesn't call you. Your other person's relationship might be the fact that the guy doesn't cater for them. The other relationship might be with the fact that the guy is an I don't care person. The other relationship might be with the fact that the guy doesn't even get jealous and he weakens the other party. Or the girl, every relationship has its own test of time. I don't think every little thing you should jump off and say, I'm off the relationship. Watch out for all these things. I'm still going to come back to how to manage the relationship. I'm not just going to be talking about relationship. I'll be talking about a lot of things. So don't keep secrets. I always tell people, I always tell myself, God, any secrets that will tamper with my innermost peace, God, let it not come to me. I mean, not let it not come to me. Let it come to me so that I can deal with it once and for all and move on. And please, when those secrets come, no matter how hurting they are, learn to forgive. It's not easy, trust me. But learn to forgive and move on. If you can't cope in the relationship, fine. But if you can still cope, no problem. Give it a second chance with conditions attached. Tip number 10, I don't want to dwell on that. Define the relationship, girls. So many of us are in a relationship, or it'd be like, say, I be Lord of the Rings. You have to define the guy. Where is this relationship leading us to? Are we probably going to get married to each other? Even if you're not getting married, what are we doing? Are we just going to be there to just be like a girlfriend hide and seek, or a boyfriend hide and seek, or I just be like a reservoir boyfriend or a reservoir girlfriend? Learn to ask questions. Define the relationship. What are the top 10 things you want out of this relationship? What do you want for yourself? Know where you're going to in that relationship before you commit. And not just to put yourself there in the sense that, oh, I'm in a relationship. And then so many guys get to start passing you, or so many ladies get to start passing you. After you define the relationship, then, you know, you need to talk. You need to talk about your observations, and silence will be silence when need be. Like, if the guy is doing a lot of things you don't like, you need to always try to state clear. Like, state the facts clear. Let him know this is what he's doing you don't like. Like, if you've observed some kind of jippy things, you can't take it anymore, you let him know. Like I said, it's 16 tips on how to cope in a distant relationship. And tip number 12, plan about when you plan for when you guys, or rather plan to see each other. Plan to see each other. Being in a distance relationship shouldn't be that you'll be there for years. You should have plans of when you need to see. Okay, baby, January I'll meet you up. Let's meet at so. If plans change, you let them know. Don't keep quiet about it. Let them know. If plans change, let them know. Plan to see them, because body no be firewood, like people would say. And the ladies get tempted the same way guys get tempted to plan to see each other. Ladies, if you can't plan to see your man, guys, plan to see your woman. Tip number 13, host an online game. Like, host an online game. Enough of the boring I'm in a relationship. Stop making relationships seem as if it's a tie me and die me thing, or tie me and kill me, or kill and die, or kill and run. I don't really cherish that fact. For the fact that in a relationship it has to be transactional. Like I said, it must be transactional. Learn to host competitions online. Make it fun. It's supposed to be a fun base. I know people be like, I'm broke at this point, I don't need to play game. Please try to adjust. You need to try to make it a fun base. Host games online. Number 14, host dates. Why I said host a game online, it could be in a video call, it could be a truth and dare thing. Just host something. Number 14, you need to host dinner online. It sounds really funny, but trust me, if you try it, it's really very spicy and sweet. Sometimes you call, baby, what are you having for dinner? Girl, boo, what are you having for dinner? And then you guys set your plate, and you guys take a video and start talking. It helps the relationship. If you don't love the girl, let her go. Don't put her through the stress of long-distance relationship. And at the end of the day, you can't meet up to the criteria of having a long-distance relationship. Like I said, host dinner, tip number 14. Tip number 15, play games, truth or dare. Like I said, you need to play games, truth or dare. And tip number 16, that brings me to the end of this videos. Trust each other and don't break it. Trust each other and don't break it. If your spouse, except your spouse give you reasons not to trust them, but trust him when need be. Like, trust them, trust each other when need be. Trust each other. Baby, I know you're not cheating on I trust you. Baby, you can go out with your friends, I trust you, nothing will happen. Let them build that trust in you. There are lots of things, and if you know any other tips too, comment below. Thank you so very much for viewing this video. And I decree and declare that God will use these words of his and not of mine, because I pray always that God, less of me and more of you in every videos I'm going to be posting to the crowd. Thank you so much, and I decree and declare that God will lift your relationship. If you're in a distant relationship and is giving you issues, I speak peace and I speak progress in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much, and I remain your humble, loyal Miss Dr. Steph. Mwah. Bye.